They
Would
run
you
away
want the
from it.
Times to refer to Donald Trump in a news story as a fascist?
I would want to refer to them that some people say he is, and that we have to have that discussion of what fascism is and what authoritarianism is. And
I feel like we've been having that conversation a lot.
Not in the Times, you're not. Not in the Post, you're not. Not in CNN, you're not. I've done it on CNN, but that's why I'm not back very often.
Where would you see this happening in the New York Times, for instance? Donald Trump, you think he's a fascist, to be be
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Where would you see that being aired in the New York Times? On the editorial
So the New York
page,
Times will
or-
go out of their way to go to the diners, cliche is true, and they will find Trump supporters, and they will do profiles on them. The famous profile was, the Nazi wears khakis and goes to Panera just like we do.
Richard Spencer kind of stuff, yeah.
When do they ever go and find leftists, black people, people who would say that he's fascist, and give them fair hearing? I don't see that.
Isn't that their newsroom?
No, you see, there's an interesting issue.
Yeah.
So
I know a lot of people who work there.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
pretty left.
I have a theory there. Jay Rosen, my friend at New York University, brilliant journalism professor, noted in 2018 when the primary support of the New York Times passed from advertising to subscription.
Yeah.
And he said, now that the public, the subscribers are the main support, not sole, but main support of the New York Times, that's going to change the relationship of the newsroom to its public, and I wonder what's going to happen. My theory, years on, is that the New York, A.G. Sulzberger talks all the time about independence. And I ask, independent of whom? Of advertisers, sure, politics, sure, but I think they're trying to prove they're independent of their readers. I think the New York Times, every time they piss off the left, they say, see, you don't own us. And that there's a contrarian view there that they want to constantly prove that they're not owned by the libs literally, and that they're willing to piss us off